Alright, so today we're taking a look at my 2020 BMW X3M competition. And let's talk about that first. Let's talk about the competition package. What is the competition package to the X3M? Well, it's a few things. First and foremost, it's a horsepower bump. So you're going from 480 horsepower on the regular X3M to about 503 on the competition model. So that's the performance aspect of it. Then we have some visuals. You have the black grills as standard, these 21-inch 5-spoke black wheels as standard. Your side grills get blacked out. Shadowline trim all around. And you also get an M Sport exhaust. So that is a different exhaust system, completely different from the regular X3M that has different modes. In addition to that, you do get these black chrome exhaust tips, and you also get the X3M competition badge in black as well. So everything blacked out for exterior visuals. Another option that comes standard with the competition package cars is the seats on the inside. So these competition seats are optional on the regular X3M, but they do come standard on the competition, and I really think that they make the interior of the car. It's a really beautiful seat. BMW has used this seat in other models very similar to the seats in the M5 and the M8. From a visual standpoint, aside from the blacked out trim for the competition package, we have a very aggressive front fascia on this car. Nice sized grills that complement the size of the car. Large openings in the bottom for the intercoolers, and these are all functional, every one of them. For the tires on the X3M competition, I actually have winters on right now, but these are the right sizes. So it's a 255 in the front and a 265 in the rear. We have a 4-piston caliper on the front, which is finished nicely, has the M logo. And I guess a little bit unfortunately, something that BMW has been doing recently, we've got single piston rears, and they're not really the nicest looking caliper, but they made an effort. At least they're painted. And I don't think that it's too much of a performance hit for what most people will use this truck for, but we are seeing this on different Model M cars. I believe even the M5 has that same single piston rear brake. Taking a look under the hood of the new X3M competition, we get to see BMW's S58 engine. Now this is BMW's latest M engine, which you're also going to see in the new M3, and I have to say I'm really excited for that. Seeing the kind of power that this thing puts down in this truck, I am super excited to see what the new M3 is going to be like. So this engine in the competition trim produces about 503 horsepower. It's got 2 single scroll turbos, so it's twin single scroll turbos. It has a 7,200 RPM redline, and it is a pretty nice improvement over the S55, especially from a sound perspective. Now why don't we take a listen to the exhaust sound of the X3M. Coming to the inside of the car, we have our competition seats. And this car is kitted out in carbon fiber. Going over the controls in this vehicle, you have radio on the top with your preset buttons, and then coming down, you have the air conditioning controls. This car has both heated and cooled seats, and a nice little interior touch is the X3M competition badge right there. Now coming down to the center stack controls, you have a traction control off button followed by your M setup buttons. So you have throttle, suspension, and steering all independently adjustable. You have your exhaust note setting, so you can make the exhaust a little bit louder or a little bit quieter. And that also changes with the modes in the competition package car. So efficient is one volume, sport is another, and then sport plus is the loudest. Your PDC controls, your side and top view cameras, and then hill descent control. Over here we have the iDrive knob and the M shifter. And then you also have your parking brake and the auto hold feature. These are the same gauges that you'll get in the current M5, but in the 2021 models of the X3M, you'll actually be getting the newer style gauges that come in the M8. You can see carbon fiber trim on the door as well as the ambient lighting, which you can pick plenty of different colors for. Let's get the car out on the road and go for a drive. All right, driving the X3M competition. Let's get it out on the road. One of the things you'll immediately notice about this car is its handling and its handling capabilities specifically. This does not feel like a truck when you're driving it at all. I've had M3s, I've had other small sports cars, and it's truly an incredible job that BMW's done to make this not feel like what it actually is, and it's a pretty awesome awesome feat for BMW and BMW engineering. The exhaust note that you're hearing right now is with the car in the efficient mode, and I also have the exhaust button turned on. So in a minute we'll get out to the highway and we will pop it in Sport Plus, and you can hear what that sounds like from the inside of the vehicle. Now a lot of people have been saying online that this is too uncomfortable for a daily driven car. They don't think that you can really enjoy a long ride in it. I completely disagree. I find this car very comfortable in the comfort mode. Now it definitely can get jarring if you put the suspension in Sport Plus, and I mean that makes sense, right? Because we're tightening up the suspension. But to the people that say that this is too sporty, even in comfort, well, I mean, I just have to say, if you didn't want the sporty ride and the overall sporty vehicle, why go for the X3M? If you're looking for something that is fast but still retains a bit of comfort, definitely look at the X3 M40i. That is a very, very good car. It's a good step down from this affordability-wise. It's cheaper, and it has a beautiful ride, great sound, and you can get many of the same creature comforts that you can get in the X3M, in the X3 M40i as well. So don't worry. Coming onto the highway now, we'll pop the car into Sport Plus. And you can hear the exhaust change inside the vehicle. The acceleration in this SUV is just absolutely brutal. I mean, it's completely effortless, and for a car this size and weight, it's incredibly impressive what BMW's managed to do here. Now, with the transmission in the most aggressive shift setting, you're pretty much always ready to go on acceleration. You have 3 different settings on what I believe is known as the drive logic on this transmission, and that is 1 for smoother and slower shifts, 2 for medium, and 3 gives you very fast, very aggressive shifting. Paddle response also nearly immediate. You can see hit it just right away. And that is it. That is it for my quick overview of my 2020 X3M competition. If you have any questions about the car, you want to hear more about it, you'd like me to maybe do a review on a specific part of the car, a specific feature, just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.